In this example, we were to find the standard deviation for a bunch of bags of chips. And I did show you how to do this using a graphing calculator, but a lot of students don't have access to a graphing calculator, and I wouldn't recommend buying one unless you had a spare $150 to go buy one. So here is a link to a graphing calculator to find one. So first of all, not a graphing calculator, but a standard deviation calculator. So what I did was I just typed in standard deviation calculator online, and up in the results, the very first one that I came up with is from calculator.net, and it says standard deviation calculator. Now it already has one started, and what we need to do is enter in all of the data. Now I already had the data copied, so if I just paste it all in here, we can see that I have all 20 of the data numbers in here. Now it's said to separate it by a comma, but I found that if you enter one and then hit enter, enter another one, hit enter, you can get all 20 of them in this way, and it'll work just fine. So we want to find out what is the spread of the data, and that's what the standard deviation does. Now in this class, we are always looking for the population, the standard deviation of a population, not a sample, always a population. So if you're using a different calculator and it gives you two answers, one for population, one for sample, we always want population. And again, it's as easy as clicking the calculate button. So when you click the calculate button, we find out that the standard deviation of those 20 numbers is 5.22757, and so on. Now there's 20 numbers, and that's something that I always look at to make sure I didn't forget one, because it's quite common when you're typing all those numbers is to put in one extra or be short one. So check that number when you're entering those numbers in. This is the sum of those 20 numbers. This is the average or the mean of the 20 numbers. This is the variance, which is something that we don't have to deal with. And then the square root of the variance is standard deviation. Standard deviation is what we're looking for here, and it's what's important in this section. And we can use this calculator to find out what the standard deviation is. And this one works just fine.